afternoon before connecting to you later the same day. An advanced delegation had already touched down on Monday to finalize logistics. Nigeria defeated Rwanda 2-0 in the reverse fixture in Kigali back in March, thanks to a Victor Osimhen brace, and will be open for a repeat performance to revive their qualification hopes. After 6 matches, Nigeria sit fourth in Group C with 7 points, 6 behind leaders South Africa, Rwanda, and Benin both have 8 points, while Lesotho and Zimbabwe remain close enough to cause further complications. Victory over Rwanda is seen as non-negotiable for the Super Eagles if they are close to the gap. Meanwhile, South Africa's preparations for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers have suffered a setback as defender Ime Okon has been ruled out of the upcoming fixtures against Lesotho and Nigeria. Okon, who features for a German side, and over 96, picked up a muscle injury during their 2-1 league win over Stein Kiel at the weekend. The 21-year-old was forced off in the 77th minute and replaced by Andrew Blank. In his absence, Orlando Pirates midfielder Sefo Mubele has earned a late call-up to the squad as head coach Hugo Bros looks to bolster his options. Okon, who is a Nigerian descendant, is expected to make his return to action mid-September 2025. And as the next round of 2026 World Cup qualifiers draws closer, South Africa's clash with Nigeria's Super Eagles is likely to take place at a different venue from the Toyota Stadium in Bloemfontein. Before meeting Nigeria, Bafana are scheduled to face Lesotho, who had adopted the Toyota Stadium as their temporary home ground. However, a new twist as the match reports say the Lesotho Football Association confirmed that FIFA has instructed them to switch venues for the qualifier against South Africa. Following recent CAF inspection, concerns were raised over the pitch quality at the Toyota Stadium. As a result, the fixture may now be moved to the Dr. Petrus Molemale Stadium in Bloemfontein. And to the World Championship coming up in Tokyo, that is talking about athletics, and AFN has unveiled 15 contingents for that championship, which expectedly excludes Favour Ofili. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria has released a strong list of 15 athletes for the World Championship in Tokyo, heralded by Toby Amoson and Ezekiel Nathaniel, with the championship scheduled to hold from Saturday, September 13 to Sunday, September 21. These athletes will don Nigeria colors in 13 events, gunning to win medals and bring home honor to the country. World record holder in the 100 meters hurdles, Amuson will aim to regain a podium replacement from a historic moment in 2022. While in the men's 400 hurdles, Nathaniel will fancy his chances of not just getting to the final but challenging for a medal, having had a breakout 2025 season. In the men's 100 meters, college standouts Koinsola Ajayi and Israel Okun have a chance of making personal history by getting to the final and become Nigeria's first male 100 meters finalist at the World Championships since Osaka 2007, when Olusoji Fashube finished fourth behind Tyson Gay, Dennis Atkins, and Ashafa Powell. Nigeria as sole representative in the women's category, Rosemary Chukwuma, will hope for the same measure of feat. The men's 400 meters will have rising star Samuel Ogazi, veteran Chidi Okezi, and the men's 200 meters will feature former world junior champion Udodi Onwezurike. African record holder in the men's shot put Chukwu Ebuka Enekwechi has been listed in a trademark event, while Chioma Onyekwere and Obiageri Amarachi will compete in the women's discus throw. The long jump has familiar names Esebrume and youngster Prestina Ochogono, and Charles Godfrey is set for the men's long jump, while Sade Olatoye completes the list in the women's armor throw. Still talking about the World Championship sprint sensation, Favour Ofili has officially confirmed a switch of allegiance to Turkey, bringing clarity to weeks of speculation and heated debate among athletes and fans. Taking to a social media on Monday evening, the 200 meters Olympic finalists revealed both our excitement for the new chapter and the reasons behind a difficult decision to part ways with Nigeria. The sprinter, who has been one of Nigeria's most decorated athletes in recent years, highlighted her achievements while also expressing her disappointment with the treatment she received from Nigeria's athletics authorities. Ofili emphasized that the switch was not financially motivated, but rather a step made for her growth and well-being. Meanwhile, Nigeria's female athletes set to represent the country at the upcoming World Championships in Tokyo have discreetly undergone the mandatory gene testing in compliance with World Athletics Directive ahead of the September 1st deadline. In March, World Athletics, the governing body of the sport, approved the introduction of this test to verify the biological sex of athletes. A high-ranking official from the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, confirmed the completion of the gene test for the athletes. And away from there, quickly, let's tell you that the National Sports Commission, NSC, has formally constituted an electoral committee to oversee the upcoming elections across various national sports federations. The move aligns with the Commission's commitment to promoting transparency, fairness, and accountability within the nation's sports administration. According to the NSC, the committee is tasked with ensuring that the electoral process is conducted in a credible and inclusive manner across all participating federations. The committee will soon unveil the official election timetable and will supervise all procedures leading up to and including the election themselves. In a statement, the NSC reaffirmed its dedication to ensuring the integrity of the electoral process and urged all stakeholders within the sports ecosystem to provide their full cooperation. The Commission emphasized that the success of the elections is a collective responsibility and vital to the development of sports in the country. And I will tell you that Aliu Okere-Ruchi has made history in the World Youth Scrabble Championships. History was made in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, over the weekend as two young Nigerian athletes etched their names into the annals of world sports in the World Youth Scrabble Championship. Team Nigeria captain Al-Qudus Olawale Aliu became the first Nigerian and African to win a silver medal at the prestigious global event. The 17-year-old finished second behind India's Madhav Gopal Kamath after a grueling contest. It was a double delight for Nigeria and Africa as Sophia Ebube Ekerechu made history by becoming the first African female to claim the Best Female Award. The performance of Aliu and Kerechu not only placed Nigeria on the global Scrabble mark, but also underlined Africa's growing influence in the sport.
TG the Hitmaker.
And to basketball now, we'll tell you that Rivers Opals dominate Kwara Falcons by 22 points to begin the Nigerian Basketball Premier League title defense. The reigning champions, who are seeking a triplet of NBPL titles, opted for a mix of youth and experience in their starting five, as vice captain Nawi Buchi Vincent, Michael Daramola and Samuel Sonny featured alongside Victor Sunday and new recruit Favor Komene. And away from there, we'll quickly go to the foreign scene now, and we'll tell you, give you some transfer story gist and those pertaining to Nigerians as well as foreign players too. We tell you that Nigeria's 6-foot Nigerian international has signed a 4-year deal. Wolves are currently bottom of the league. That is talking about striker Aroko Dare, and Premier League, having lost their opening 3 games. Aroko Dare, who scored 21 goals in the Belgian Pro League to win the Golden Boot last season, will offer support in attack for Jurgen Strand Lesson team. Aroko Dare, 24, scored 41 goals in 103 appearances for Genk after joining from Latvian side Valmera in 2023, and has 1 goal in 4 matches for Nigeria. Aroko Dare has come out to tell why he joined the Wolves. Tolu Aroko Dare has revealed that Wolverhampton Wanderers' history of developing players was a major factor in his decision to join the Premier League side. The Nigerian international sealed a deadline day move, arriving from Genk after finishing last season as the Belgian Pro League's Golden Boot winner. The 24-year-old believes his playing style will suit Wolves perfectly. Having already played in Germany, France and Belgium, Aroko Dare says England was the natural next step in his career.
TG the Hitmaker.
Still talking about transfer stories now, we tell you that Super Eagles forward Victor Boniface has completed a loan switch from Bayern Leverkusen to Bundesliga rivals Werder Bremen. The move comes after a proposed transfer to Serie A fell through last week. Bremen secured the 24-year-old striker on deadline day, with the deal confirmed as a straight loan and no option of a permanent transfer. Super Eagles forward Victor Boniface completed the switch yesterday. The move comes after a proposed transfer for a Serie A fell through last week. That is talking about that transfer there, and Bremen secured the 24-year-old striker on deadline day with the deal confirmed. That is talking about Victor Boniface. And Premier League summer spending has reports say surpasses record of £3 billion. Premier League clubs have splashed out more than ever before in a transfer window, as spending this summer surpassed 3 billion pounds. A total of 2.73 billion had been spent by 31st August, but big money deadline day deals headlined by Alexander Isak's move from Newcastle to Liverpool for a British record of 150 million pounds pushed the total to 3.07 billion pounds. The spending was significantly more than last summer, when the outlay by top flight teams was 1.96 billion pounds. The total this year was more than what was spent by Bundesliga, La Liga, Ligue 1 and Serie A clubs combined. Isak's move was confirmed late last night, although an expected move for England defender Maguire failed to happen in the end, as Crystal Palace would not sanction the transfer as they faced difficulties in bringing in a replacement for their captain. Following confirmation of Swedish striker Isak's departure, Newcastle then announced the £55 million arrival of Yohan Wissa from Brentford. Other notable deals: Fulham completing a club record £34.6 million deal to sign Schalke's Brazilian winger Kelvin. Manchester United brought in Belgium goalkeeper Sean Lamets from Royal Antwerp for an initial £18.1 million, while Red Devils forward Jadon Sancho completed a season-long loan move to Aston Villa, who also signed Liverpool midfielder Harvey Elliott on loan with a buy option. Tottenham Hotspur took Paris Saint-Germain striker Randal Kolo Mane has a season-long loan deal, while Arsenal bought in defender Pierre Nkape from Bayern Leverkusen on loan. Newly promoted Sunderland continued their summer of spending as they brought in Ajax forward Brian Brobbey and Bertrand Traore, as well as RP Leipzig defender Lustrell Gertrude on a season-long loan. Chelsea and Arsenal also made major moves as they looked to bolster their squad to help challenge more closely for the title, spending £285 million and £255 million. And away from transfer stories, let's quickly take this, and that is coming from the US Opens, as we tell you that two-time US Open champion Naomi Osaka says beating Coco Gauff to earn her most impressive win since giving birth is one of the moments she plays tennis for. Japan's Osaka, who gave birth to daughter Sha in 2023, knocked out American third seed Gauff with a 6-3, 6-2 win to reach the New York quarterfinals. Gauff 21 came into her home Grand Slam clouded by uncertainty in her game, and it showed in a subdued performance. Former world number one, Osaka played patiently to draw mistakes out of her opponent, whose forehand was particularly unable to cope with the scrutiny. Osaka needed 23rd, broke into a coy but satisfied smile before clapping Gauff, who made a hasty exit off the court. Four-time Grand Slam champion Osaka's victory moved her into the last 8 of a major for the first time since she won the 2021 Australian Open. It was also her biggest win by ranking since beating the then world number one Ashley Barty at the China Open in 2019. And finally, before we go this morning, let's tell you that two-time Ali challenger Bogner dies at the age of 75. Former heavyweight boxer Joe Bogner has died at the age of 75. Bogner twice held the British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles and was a three-time European heavyweight champion. He faced Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier in back-to-back bouts in 1973 before facing Ali again for the world title in 1975. Bogner was consistently ranked among the world's top heavyweights throughout the 1970s and was known for technical ability, toughness, durability, and willingness to take on the best. During his 83-fight career, he also shared the ring with other notable heavyweights such as Ernie Chavez, Henry Cooper, and Frank Bruno. And on that sad note, we'll come to the end of stories making rounds in the world of sports. My name is Bukola Owolabi Akinloye. Join our colleagues again tomorrow morning for another edition. Good morning.
Kéré o, ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ló pàrokò ìbéèrè ránṣẹ́ sí yín ká lè jọmọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Wọ́n ní ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé ní báyìí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ńlá ni kéèyàn já yanrìn wọ́rọ̀kúta ọparun òkúta lílà àtàwọn èròjà àkọlé sójú pópó. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yìn àmọ̀ kì í ṣe lé ìgbín bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ lójú pópó kì í ṣàyè ìgbọ́kọ̀ tó ti godó sí. Bóyá lẹ mọ̀ pé ìwà ìbìkítà wọ̀nyí ló ń sọ àwọn òpópónà tó fẹ̀ dáadáa di tórótó ṣàkóbá fún lílọ bíbọ̀ gerege ọkọ̀. Àníṣẹ́ àṣà pálapàla ìlòkulò àwọn ọ̀nà tíjọba fowó gọbọi ṣe ló ń ṣokùnfà ìdíbàjẹ́ wọn láìtọ́jọ́ tó sì ń gbọ́n owó tùlù tó yẹ kó lọ sórí ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn míì lọ lákòótó ọba. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ wá gbọ́ àjèjì ọwọ́ kan ò gbẹ́rù dórí níjọba ṣe fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbárùkù ti òun fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ ara wa pé ká ní àyípadà ọkàn sí bá a ṣe ń lo dúkìá ìlú ká má bàa farakátà òfin tó tayéye. àjẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń kọ́lé lọ́wọ́ nírònà àtàbádẹ́kọ́lé gan-an tẹ́ ẹ kúrò jíjá èròjà ìkọ́lé sójú pópó ẹ̀yà ajẹ́kórókè fáǹfààní mùtúmùwà tó ń lo òpópónà. Kékulé ó gbọ́ ó sọ fún toko kádùn ó gbọ́ kóròyìn fóbẹ̀ pé láti àkókò yìí lọ ìjọba bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ọwọ́ ṣẹ̀kún òfin tó gbóná girigiri mú ẹni yòówù tó bá já èlò kọ́lé tàbí gbé òkú ọkọ̀ sójú títì ṣe ìdíwọ́ fún ìjágere lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀. Torí náà ẹ wá gbo dẹ́kun fún ìwà àìlákàsí, ẹ bọ̀wọ̀ fófin àlàáfíà àyíká àti tìrìnà lójú pópó káwùjọ wa lè dùn wò kó rẹwà láti gbé fún tonílé tàlejò. Ká máa rántí pé awífúnni kó tó dání àgbà àjàkadì ní o. Ilé iṣẹ́ PCOS ló ń kí gbogbo wa nílọ̀ pé ìgbọràn sàn jẹbọ rírú.